Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jacob Bind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jacob Bind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Welcome to the Channel for Grace. Jacob Bind will be live shortly. Book a tarot or astrology reading on our website, channelforgrace.guru, and check out our latest programs and classes. Please give us a share and a like, and we hope you enjoy the broadcast. Hello everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jacob Bind and this is your Channel for Grace. Thank you guys so much for being here live, and thank you to those of you that are watching the replay. I'm cracking up because I've been watching these really funny videos on Instagram, but I am so happy tonight to be here to talk about the magic of Venus. And this is a show that I do every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, where we talk about the astrology of Venus, what she's doing for the week, and how that's going to affect you in your chart based off of your rising sign. But you can also look to Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising for more information and more meaning, because I also pull oracle cards for each of the signs. And so what we're going to do tonight, I just got this new deck. It's called the Wisdom Keepers, 64 Faces of Awakening, and it is actually, for those of you that don't know about the gene keys, it's a oracle deck that is actually connected to the gene keys. So I wanted to pull a card from this for each of the signs tonight to do something a little bit different. But let's say hi to everybody that is in the chat. Hello, Melanie, welcome in. Hello, Courtney, welcome. Hello, Veronica. Hello, Maricela. Hello, Taria. So good to see you here. Carmelola, welcome in. Jenny, how's it going? Chanel, welcome. So yeah, I can't believe that it's almost 2022 either, you guys. It's insane. My mind can't grasp it. I'm like, oh, I have a lot of stuff to do to get ready, because I'm going to be offering some new type of readings this January, and I got to get all that stuff ready for it. But I'm still like in holiday mode, It still feels like it's vacation mode. But we are having a special New Year's Eve event this Friday. So in a couple of days, it is happening at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. It is an Akashic healing chamber to release and let go of 2021 and to welcome in the new year, make some space for the new year. And if you have not heard of what an Akashic healing chamber is, it's actually a sound healing chamber where I play instruments, I do energy healing, I also sing, I play the drums, the singing bowls, the guitar, everything together And it's the sacred space where we all get to be in together, and you receive the frequency, the sound current, the sound frequency, which in itself can bring in a lot of clearing vibration and through the vibrations that you receive. And so what you want to make sure you have is a good pair of headphones, and you want to make sure that you're able to lie down. So this event is not, it's not a free public event, but I would love to invite you to join us. It is part of the Starseed membership. And the Starseed membership is a monthly membership. It's $22 a month, or you can purchase the whole year for $240. But the cool thing about it is that I provide these type of live events, and I also provide astrological information. I give you the month ahead. There's an amazing video on there that I did about the theme of the Capricorn season, which is the season that we're focusing on this first time. This is the first month that we've done the membership. And so far it's been going amazing. We had a Winter Solstice ceremony, and now our second live event this season is that New Year's Eve celebration. So I really hope to see you there. I am also getting ready to upload a video onto the member platform all about Jupiter in Pisces. So now Jupiter has already moved into Pisces last night, and we're going to start feeling a huge shift because he's going to be in Pisces for basically most of the year until May, I believe. But it's something that is a huge energy shift. So I'm sure you guys are already feeling like sometimes in that initial moment of the transition of a planet from one sign to another, especially when it's one of sort of the more outer planets, or like with Jupiter, who is the biggest planet, we can really feel sort of uncomfortable during the transition. And I noticed this yesterday. I was feeling super uncomfortable, kind of a little bit on edge. It was a weird energy. And then, last night around 9 p.m., Jupiter moved into Pisces. And so today we're in like a new energy, like it feels totally different. But it is also very exciting. So I'm going to record a whole video about that and tell you where it's happening in your chart. And that's for the membership as well. And the new and exciting thing that I'm gonna be offering in January is, one, the Moon Goddess training, which starts on January 29th. You do not want to miss it. It's the last time that I am doing the program at the price range that it's in. The next time the price is going up because of everything that I offer and everything that is included. And this is an 8-week long program. We meet once a week. We do a 40-day meditation together. We are going to go through the journey of understanding ourselves at a deeper level, of becoming coherent with the laws of the universe. And it is literally a mystery school, an ancient mystery school from ancient Atlantis and Lemuria. And we're going to be going through the temple initiations week by week to really dive into and have these Akashic journeys to dive into what it really is to be a student of the mystery schools, and basically a student of life, and to really step into who you truly are, to be yourself, to learn how to be yourself, and to make sure that you create those healthy boundaries so that being yourself is really the only thing that matters. And then everything else will just start to fall into place into your life. And we talk about so many things in that program. I'll be revealing more and more things, but I've been doing these interviews on my Instagram account with some of the graduates from the previous Moon Goddess trainings. And so follow me at Channel for Grace on Instagram and at Moon Goddess Training to see those interviews, and to, if you're interested and you're curious, you can hear it from their own words, the beautiful moon goddesses that have graduated from the training. And it's evolving, and there's going to be so much more information coming in. And in January, I'm going to be offering, finally, Akashic readings, Akashic record readings. So there's going to be a few different options of that. You can choose from like a traditional Akashic record reading, where we kind of go into the records and channel messages for you. There will be a specific technique that I have been developing, which is called astrology Akashic, or Akashic astrology reading. And I use the astrology symbols and archetypes to bring the messages to you through the Akashic. And the other type of reading is Akashic crystal gridding. So going through, like, either rooms in your house or your whole house in general, and reading into the energies and figuring out which crystals you need, what needs to be switched, where a certain space in your home needs, more clearing, more energy. And this is really beautiful. I actually did a session with my teacher, and we rearranged my office. And I promise you, I promise you, this is an amazing method. It's like feng shui on steroids that will change the way that you experience your temple, because your homes are your temples, and we should always feel really good, and we should always know how to clear that energy. And of course, the other offering will be private Akashic healing chambers, which you can book for yourself, or you can also book for a group of people if you want to have like a private session. Those will be available as well. So many amazing things that are going to be coming in 2022, and I can't wait to see you guys in one of those offerings. But tonight we're going to talk about Venus. And hello, Valerie. Welcome in. And let's see, there's a couple of messages. Maricela says she's been super busy eating. Jai's been hella busy while I'm eating Cheetos in bed. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Actually been kind of chilling myself too. Doing little things here and there, but just letting myself be in that space. Because once January comes, it's like it's on, I truly feel that 2022 is going to be a really an expansion year. It is the numerology of 2022 is 2 + 2 + 2, which is 6, which in tantric numerology, which is the numerology that I'm familiar with, it's actually the arc line. And the arc line is sort of, it's an energy of protection. It's setting those healthy boundaries. Hey, babe. And hey, guys. And the arc line is also connected to your intuition and your third eye and the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. And so from earlobe to earlobe, you have an arc line, which is kind of like your halo. And then women have an extra arc line in front of their chest. And it's just a powerful energy. So it's going to be a beautiful connecting to basically the higher centers, the higher chakras, 2022. And I can't wait to see how all of this unfolds for all of us. But I feel myself, I'm going to be a very busy woman. More than I think I already am. But I think so many beautiful things will be unfolding that it's going to be totally 100% worth it. And I want to fully show up for you guys. And I also want to thank you guys for all of your support. I will be live tomorrow, and I'm going to be doing mini readings. So if anyone's interested in having your astrology chart read or have some oracle or tarot cards pulled for you tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to go live and I'm going to do those mini readings. And the way to sign up for those is you send $25 to my PayPal, and then I'll add your name to the list, and we'll just go down the list. I have one person already on the list from a previous time that they signed up, but the list is pretty much open. If you guys definitely want a reading for like the new year, and also the new moon. There's a new moon that's coming on Sunday on top of everything. So we have New Year's Eve Friday, the New Year's Eve Akashic Healing Chamber for the Starseed membership. And then Saturday night, we have the Capricorn New Moon astrology, and then Sunday we have the Capricorn New Moon ceremony. So we have a busy weekend and week, and it's exciting to like usher in the new year with a new moon. That is something that I'm really, really happy that we're experiencing. So let's talk about Venus. So I want to show you guys this book that I absolutely love. If you want to learn astrology, by the way, I have astrology course online. We have different modules available. I believe now we're at module, 5 or I think we've done 5 or 6 modules. I can't remember, but we've covered the foundations of astrology, the sun in astrology, the moon, Mercury, Venus, and Mars. And the next planet that we're going to cover is Jupiter. So in the next couple of months, we'll be doing that Jupiter module. But if you want to learn astrology, module 5, I believe, I think it's module 5. It's the magic of Venus. And I tell you guys about one of the amazing books that you can read about just the planet Venus and her phases, because she, like the moon, she has different phases. She actually has like 13 phases. The Light of Venus is the title of this book. And the reason why this is significant, and I'm bringing it up right now, is because Venus is about to enter a different phase. The phase that Venus is entering is called the transition phase. And right now, Venus is retrograde. We've been talking about this. This is kind of an ongoing theme. But right now, Venus is in Capricorn, retrograde, getting closer and closer to the sun, about to make that conjunction with the sun, which they call it the Cassini point. So we're like approaching that time. And every time Venus goes retrograde, this is basically, it happens every 18 months. Every time Venus goes retrograde, it really affects relationships. It's like we let go of old relationships, we bring in new relationships. There's a teacher, Christopher Witecki. I've been actually starting to watch his videos. I like him. He's kind of he's quirky, but I like it, and he is actually, you guys know I love the Leo King, David Palmer. I freaking love him. He's also one of my teachers, and I love his like wildness. But Christopher Witecki is actually one of the Leo King's teachers, and so recently I've been looking into his videos and stuff, and he mentioned something that the last time, I guess one of the times that he's seen Venus retrograde in Capricorn, he's literally seen people and heard stories of people that like went to Vegas, got married during Venus Capricorn retrograde, and then the minute it went direct, they got divorced. So it's like there's a clarity with Venus retrograde in Capricorn with relationships that there's no bullshit, like no bullshit allowed in relationships. So we are in essence stepping into a more mature way of being in relationships, and also understanding our choices. Like the fact that you choose the relationships that you have in your life. I mean, yes, when we're young and we don't really get that freedom, to choose, like, for example, we're not free to just like go find another parent or something, if we don't like our relationship with our parents. Those are more like karmic lessons. But when we're older, you choose, like, you have to realize your choices. So becoming aware of your choices in relationships is something that is a big theme going on right now. And so as the Venus gets closer and closer to that conjunction with the sun, we're going to feel this star point, this Capricorn star point. It marks a big part of our lives. And especially, like I said, when it comes to relationships, we're learning how to become more responsible and understand our role in everything that is really unfolding in our lives. And we're more inclined to make decisions that are more difficult during this time because we see the truth and we don't want to waste any time. Capricorn doesn't like wasting time. So it focuses on goals, right? So we have this Venus Capricorn star point that's happening on January 8th. This week, let's see, so the Venus entering the transition phase actually is happening in concurrent with the new moon in Capricorn. So this is happening on Sunday, which is even more powerful because it's like a new beginning. And then 8 days later, or a few days later, we have the actual conjunction with the sun. So I'm going to read to you a little bit, just a tiny bit, about the phase that she's entering, which is called the transition phase. And the reason she's transitioning, hello Sandra, welcome in. The reason that she's transitioning is and hello Pawan, she's transitioning from the evening star. So we're seeing her in the evening sky right now, like as the sun sets, Venus starts to come up into the sky, and she's transitioning from being the evening star to being the morning star. So in a little bit, we're no longer going to see her in the evening sky. And the evening Venus is the celestial Venus. She's like the angelic Venus. She lifts us up to the realms of the heavens, to the realm of, above. And then the morning Venus really grounds us and brings us down to earth. So these are 9-month cycles. So for 9 months, she's been the evening star. Now she's transitioning and she will become the morning star. And you will see her in the mornings when the sun is rising. It's actually so beautiful. Her cycle is like perfection. And I'm not exaggerating, because you'll see when I teach about this in the Magic of Venus module, the Aquarian astrology courses, that she has a beautiful geometric pattern that arises when you put the relationship between, if we put the Earth in the center, and then Venus and then the sun, and you watch her cycle, like her direct and retrograde motion, she creates the sacred geometry of a rose. And obviously the 5-pointed star, which is the pentagram, which is like a sacred image and symbol. In a lot of different cultures dating way back, the pentagram has been a powerful symbol of kind of like magic in a way, and manifestation. So this transition phase, so she's about to become the morning star, and I want to just give you a little bit of information about what this literally means, this transition phase. So Venus at this point, she's invisible, but she's moving direct. She reaches the closest to Earth. So she's in between during a retrograde and during the inferior conjunction. Venus is closer to Earth than she is to the sun, but she's in between the Earth and the sun when the conjunction actually happens. But she is getting closer and closer to Earth. So right now she's very close. That's why she's really bright. She is positioned between the sun and the Earth and moving at her fastest retrograde speed. The phase duration is only 6 days. So if you're born during, everybody has a phase that they were born under. So if you're born during this phase, it's rare because it only lasts 6 days. So this is actually very, very significant. The personal dharma, so what we are really in essence being drawn towards or needing to evolve towards, is developing a profound trust in the feminine continuity of life. This reminds me of actually my name, Jai Gobind. Jai means victory and Gobind means the sustaining life force in the universe. So Jai Gobind is victory to the sustaining life force in the universe. And I'm starting to, from everything that's been going on in my life in these last few months, I'm starting to understand that the frequency, the sound current of the sacred name that was given to me from the Kundalini tradition based off of my astrology and my birth and everything. I'm learning more and more about it. This just reminded me of it. Developing a profound trust in the feminine continuity of life and modeling being in the world and at the same time not of it. So the duality. I'm both here and not here at the same time. Meaning I am physical, but I am so much more than physical. I am so much more than this 3-dimensional reality. I am actually multidimensional, and I can tap into, through my conscious awareness, the other dimensions, because in the 3rd dimension there's a magical thing that happens where we can actually have experiences of the 6th dimension and then the 9th dimension, and basically all of them in between as well. But those 3 specifically because of the Trinity, like 3, 6, 9. That's why 369 is it's like a sacred number, and when you see that 369, it's like it means something. Like there's a message coming through. But we have this ability here to experience our multidimensionality, and that's why we have the ancient teachers like the Buddha and all of the sages and the ascended masters that have kind of shown the way to find that. And really what they were all teaching is how to become coherent with the laws of the universe, how to understand the laws of the universe, and how to live here in this 3rd dimension with that conscious awareness, that expanded awareness that helps you to literally create miracles in your life. Because from that perspective, from that point of understanding, you let go of all of the limiting beliefs. Like the magic literally materializes. And that's the whole point of this reality, is that the unseen becomes seen. As above, so below. As within, so without. As without, so within. So there's always this relationship that we have. It's beautiful when you dive deep into these sort of concepts and start to really truly have experiences of them. And that is that's my goal for the Moon Goddess training. That's what we're doing. We're going to have experiences of these dimensions, experiences of these this ability to feel our dimensionality. And it all begins with understanding yourself, understanding who you are, because who you are is so much more than just this physical body. Way more. And I think so many more people are starting to wake up to that, right? That's what we're seeing in the collective. And so if you are just wherever you are on your path, there's people like in front of you, and there's also people like behind you, but we're all like kind of on that path. And the path is the path of awareness. It's the path of understanding at a deeper level what this experience really is about. But wherever you are, you have the ability to help someone who's like just starting to walk on the path. And you also have others that have come before you that inspire you to keep moving forward. So beautiful energies that are happening, right now in the world in general. I'm actually excited to see how it all begins to unfold. So let me find, because I've been using the same little note to tell you what house this is all happening in. All right, here we go. So I'm going to tell you what house Venus is in. And so think of this. Remember, the phase is about the continuity of life, and a transition. This is we're transitioning from one kind of mode to another, and we are here to develop a profound trust. This is where you are needing to develop trust in your life, in the feminine continuity of life, in time, through time and space, right? Because time is infinite. So we go forward, but there's also backwards and there's also up and down. But it's the continuity of life, a trust in that continuity of life, and learning who you really truly are, modeling being in the world, but at the same time not of it. Wherever I tell you which house this is happening in is where you're going to feel the manifestation. So this is 6 days starting on Saturday. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So 6 days. And then on the 8th, which is the 7th day from Saturday, is the actual exact conjunction. So for the next 6 days, we are essentially in a period of transition. Isn't it so crazy how it all works? Like, we're transitioning already because we're transitioning to a new year. So like in the Gregorian calendar, we're like, it's the new year, so everybody's excited that we're transitioning. And how beautiful of a synchronicity is it that Venus and relationships are also going through this transition right now. During this time, this is what's going on. There is also Jupiter moving into Pisces, and that's another transition that kind of marks the beginning of a very beautiful spiritual journey that's going to be the theme for all of 2022. And I really can't wait to film that video and tell you guys all about it in the membership. But all of these things, just synchronicity. It's like the synchronicity key. There's an actual book literally called that. So the house that I tell you that it's happening in is where you are experiencing these energies and where you are experiencing this transition, and where you are needing to trust more in the process and in your own essence. So let me see here. I need to somehow hold this book together here. Okay, there we are, so I can reference it. Okay, I think that works. So are you guys ready to go through the signs and to pull one of these amazing cards for each of the signs? I am really excited. Hello, Justin. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Oh, you're welcome, Sandra. De nada. All right, so let's start with Aries. So Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Look at this cool card. I haven't explored. This is literally the first time that I am doing this, but this is one of the cards, you guys. It's a mirror. Oh, shit. What happens if you pull this one? That was crazy. If you pull this one, it's like you're staring at yourself. But we're going to put that one aside because I don't know how that one works yet. So we're going to keep it simple for tonight, and then I'll study this a little bit more. If you pull that one, you're in another dimension. Or maybe we should include it. I don't even know if it was in here. So I'm like, is this one of the cards? This is trippy. Trippy. I'm going to leave it in. Whoever gets that card it's the golden ticket. That card is the golden ticket to the chocolate factory. Okay. So, happy birthday, Justin. All right. So Aries, you are having a 10th house transit. Yeah. Isn't that insane, Valerie? I don't even know what that's about, but it's quite something. So 10th house transit. The 10th house is the house of career. And it's also the house of your life path. Oh my God. Hello, as above, so below. Thank you for saying that. They say how the world mirrors you back to yourself. Ooh, do you have this deck? Okay. So the 10th house is the house of career and life path. This, you need to trust. That's where you need to trust. So we'll just kind of focus on that trust energy. You need to trust your life path. You need to trust how how the universe is guiding you to show up in the world. So you've got the 43rd gene key. This is beautiful, which is the essence of insight. Boo Barth said I got the golden ticket. It's the essence of insight, the 43rd gene key. So the 43rd gene key is the shadow of deafness, so not being able to listen, the gift of insight. I like that. And the city of epiphany. So like something, a powerful, deep understanding. Oh, it's what came to mind. I love it. Thank you for sharing it. I also see that this person in this image looks like a thinker to me, right? It's like kind of like, I feel like he's a thinker and he's having insight and he's having one of these epiphanies. And his third eye is actually, it looks like it's a bird. I don't know that it's an eagle, but it's some kind of bird. And it's almost like he's gaining his a bird eye view to understand things better. So that's the trust, is allow your intuition, the messages to guide you on this path. And here's a sweet little quote written by Richard Rudd. Every human being is born to be a rebel in the sense of filling a space in the world that cannot be duplicated by another. How beautiful is that, Aries? I love that for Aries. Every human being is born to be a rebel in the sense of filling a space in the world that cannot be duplicated by another. The message is, listen to the insights that come through. Let the epiphanies arrive by tuning in and trusting on your path. Freaking amazing. Okay, I'm really glad that I chose these cards today, and I am really liking this Jupiter in Pisces. All right, here we go. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So Taurus, Venus is in your 9th house. So the trust that the back of the card has a cool design. Oh yeah, it's a dragon. It's a dragonfly and it's a key at the same time. Reminds me of Chiron. But Taurus, 9th house is the house of expansion. It's also the house of like new experiences, exploring new worlds, learning new things. you need to trust in those like the desire that draws you to have an adventure, the desire that draws you to discover something new, to expand your mind, to continue to grow. And I love this. So you get the first gene key, which is, so it's the number 1, and it's the gift of freshness. Freshness. It feels good, right? It feels good. The shadow is entropy. The gift is freshness. And the city is beauty. Beauty. This matches so beautifully for Taurus because Taurus is ruled by Venus. And we're talking about Venus. This is the Magic of Venus show. And that beauty resonates deeply with the essence of Venus, especially as she becomes the morning star. This is the Taurus energy. This is, we're going to transition into a Taurus type of energy. What's even more significant is that the North Node is going to move into Taurus, and I think that's January 19th. So we're experiencing this moment. 2022 is going to be a very grounded energy, but at the same time, it's going to be magical and ethereal. So here's your little message. The genius of freshness is to bring something to the world that no other has ever seen before. 9th house, that makes sense. The genius of freshness is to bring something to the world that no other has ever seen before. There you go, Taurus. Bring something to the world that no other has seen before. So trust when the universe asks you to expand. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. So Gemini is having an 8th house transit, which means there's a lot of change. There's a lot of realization of the things that are, you've been going through the underworld. Like you have literally been going through, like, what do they call it? You've been going through the ringer for sure. Uncovering things, seeing the truth, transforming like a caterpillar into a butterfly. You get, dude, I was just talking to someone, Maybelle, today. I did an interview with Maybelle, who you can watch the interview on Instagram. She shared her experience with the Moon Goddess training, and she said that her life's work in the gene keys is the 44th gene key. Gemini, you also get the 44th gene key, which is teamwork. Fucking love that. The shadow of interference, the gift of teamwork, and the city of synarchy. So working together with others to create the magic in 2022. Here's your message, Gemini. The gift of teamwork is therefore about recognizing who belongs in your life. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. There's so much meaning behind that. For me personally in my life, lately, I have reconnected with people in my life, specifically like my family. I hadn't been home for the holidays and for a long, long time, like years, and went back, and it was amazing. And here's something that I realized, and this is part of the message for you, Gemini, is that the people in your life, it's not really about the other people. It's about yourself. It's about how you feel in your own skin. It's about how you understand yourself and how grounded you are within that space that is you. When you know who you are, nothing can move you. No one can affect you from the outside because you are grounded and strong from the inside. And so the teamwork and, this beautiful message of the gift of teamwork is therefore about recognizing who belongs in your life, is you belong in your life. That's the message. You belong in your life. If you make space for anything, make space for yourself. Make space for you. That should take up all the space. And then from there, you'll notice that the right people, the right instances, the right experiences will start to show up. Mama Ocean, hello, will start to show up in your life, because this is what is important, is you being yourself. Did you bring back some alfajores? That's hilarious, Taria. No, I didn't go to Argentina. Oh, you know what's so funny that a lot of people thought that I actually went to Argentina for the holidays? That is actually really interesting. But no, I just went to LA. All right, but Gemini, there you go. The 44th Jinki, and the number 44 is also a sacred number, and it's the number of the angels. Let's just leave it there. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Cancer is having a 7th house transit. So the 7th house is relationships. So it's almost like a double emphasis on relationships for you. We're transitioning, right, with Venus to a new reality and a new way of being in relationships. And so you're going to see a lot of that change in your life. Oh my God. Really? Wow, that's really cool, Mama Ocean. I love these cards. Okay, so Cancer, the card you get is Strength, the 34th gene key. Wow, this looks almost like a Maori or something, or like a sumo wrestler. It could be, there's a lot in here. Whatever you see is going to be beautiful. But here we go, the 34th gene key. The shadow of force. Ooh. The gift of strength. Oh my God. And the city of majesty. We are talking about the ability to act in harmony with natural forces. The real definition of strength. We are talking about the ability to act in harmony with natural forces. The real definition of strength. That is so beautiful. So, the gift of strength, but the city of majesty. And you will live in that majesty when you understand and act in harmony with natural forces. That is what will truly give you strength this week. Yes, my mother is in LA. All right, Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. You saw it too, Mama Ocean? Yeah, I saw that. I felt it. Okay, Leo is having a 6th house transit. Oh my God, you guys got the Robin Williams card. Okay, so the 6th house is the house of work. It's also the house of being present, being in the moment, being here, be here now. Like that Nako song, be here now. Okay. Oh, this is beautiful. I really feel this. Okay, so you guys get the 30th gene key with the gift of lightness. Look at this. It looks to me like Robin Williams. Does that look like Robin Williams to you? Lightness. It's like saying drop the weight. Let go. Release. Don't make it too heavy. The shadow of desire, the gift of lightness, and the city of rapture. Ooh, I think Leos are going to like that. As every human being learns, the cycle of desire is eternal. Interesting. As every human being learns, the cycle of desire is eternal. From desire to lightness to rapture. To find that divine gift of rapture is to remember your own lightness. So be light, be clear, lift yourself up. Keep lifting yourself up. There's a connection here too to the sun, which Leo is ruled by. And the sun is the light. And in many cultures, and especially in the more native, the cultures that lived close to the earth and the cycles of the earth, the sun was God, was the representative of God. So that connecting to that light that lives within you is exactly what's going to guide you through this transition. We're literally going through this transition, and then next week we're going to be talking about the actual conjunction. All right. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. Let's see what we got for Virgo. So Virgo's having a 5th house transit. So for Virgo, this is about trusting your creativity and trusting your intuition and the fire that shines, that wants to shine, really bright within you. That's trusting that energy, that it will guide you in the right direction. Your creativity will guide you in the right direction. You get the 31st gene key, leadership. Leadership, the shadow of arrogance, the gift of leadership, and the city of humility. Oh my God, that's so beautiful. I see some really beautiful images here as well in the card itself. On his face, there's like bear claws. There's a web, like the web of life. There's also a totem on his forehead. So this is the message. If you want to really see the nature of success on the material plane, then the heart represents the cutting edge today. These are like little riddles. If you want to really see the nature of success on the material plane, then the heart represents the cutting edge today. So the cutting edge, right, is your heart, is being in your heart space. Virgos, that's the message. Be in your heart space. Trust your heart and trust that creative life and force that lives within you. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising. All right, Libra. Libra's having a 4th house transit. So you need to trust. Here's what I'm going to say about the 4th house. And I feel like there's a whole new meaning that has literally arrived for the 4th house. And the energy, we got some friends that just came into the house. That's so funny. But the energy that I actually feel for this 4th house energy, this meaning of the 4th house is actually changing and it's shifting for me astrologically. The meaning of it is changing and shifting. And one thing that's coming through is I've been studying soul contracts, like really deeply studying soul contracts. I'm actually reading an entire book about it that is blowing my mind. And in our Akashic training, we learn how to work with soul contracts and how to help people who are wanting to understand soul contracts and like see if the soul contract, like what it is, like what contract you have with people in your life. Like I think oftentimes the relationships that give us the most trouble or challenge us the most, those are the soul contracts that are really the most important because they force us to evolve. And the contracts that we've made in life are because of that, because our soul wanted to evolve. And you're not the only one in the picture. These other people, these other souls have also chosen to incarnate and be in that contract with you. And at a certain point, the contract is complete, or the contract, like for me, the contract that I had with my mother and my grandmother has dissolved. And so now there's an opportunity to create something completely new, like different than it's ever been. And you can also rewrite contracts in your life. And it's just fascinating. But that's what I feel like somehow, Libra, that is a big message for you. It's about the soul contracts because the 4th house is, I'm going to say that the 4th house rules soul contracts. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. But the 4th house is about family. And right, the people that are the closest to you, you definitely have contracts with. So that there's a transition that's happening. You have to trust that the relationships that you have are like that for a reason. And what better way, what better time, or there is no better time than now to understand those contracts a little bit more so that you can be at peace with yourself. Let's see what you got. You got the 20th gene key. The 20th gene key, which is self-assurance. Self-assurance. The shadow of superficiality, the gift of self-assurance, and the city of presence. So the message is to be present this week as you begin to accept that life has its own plans and flow. You also begin to stop interfering with the process at a mental level. That is definitely about trust. As you begin to accept that life has its own plans, right? Talking about soul contracts, so crazy, and flow. I mean, you chose it, but you have choice. You also begin to stop interfering with the process at a mental level. And you know what that does? That takes away the pressure. Takes away the pressure. Trust in the contracts. Trust in what's going on for your life. And do your best to understand it at a deeper level. That's all you really need. You don't need to change it. You just need to understand it at a deeper level, because when you understand those things, you also understand yourself. All right, Scorpio, Sun. Are you guys enjoying these messages? Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Okay, third house transit. This is about communication. This is about trusting that you can speak your own truth, like trusting that you can be in your own sacred space that is your voice, trusting in your own sound current, what is coming through, what wants to come through from you. You get the 56 gene key, which is enrichment. I love that, enrichment. The shadow of distraction, the gift of enrichment, and the city of intoxication, in a good way, right? And here's your message, Scorpio. True enjoyment is rooted inside your being rather than in the external. And I love this. And you know why I love this? True enjoyment is rooted inside your being rather than in the external, because we are going to be moving into South Node Scorpio. And for Scorpio, so Sagittarius, let us know what it felt like for the last 18 months to have the South Node in Sagittarius. Gnarly, right? When the South Node is on your sun, it can be really intense. It can be a metamorphosis for yourself, for your soul, for your own sense of knowing who you are. So Scorpio's going to go through that next. So good luck. I'm just kidding. But you have to remember that no matter what, shows up in your life, this metamorphosis, look within yourself, because true enjoyment is rooted inside your being rather than in the external world. So it's about looking within. That is your gift for next year, Scorpio. All right, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So Sagittarius is having a second house transit. So this is about trusting yourself, knowing your value, and understanding your own sense of self-worth. This is about self-worth, the relationship with yourself. Do you love yourself? Self-love. That's the question that you really have to be asking yourself during this powerful shift into the new year. Look at this cool card. The 58th gene key of vitality. How beautiful is that? These are all amazing. So the shadow of dissatisfaction, the gift of vitality, and the city of bliss. I love that. Here's your message. Increased vitality really means increased freedom. Increased vitality really means increased freedom. So you will find your freedom when you activate bliss, when you feel your life force energy shining through you. And the metamorphosis for Sagittarius, especially Sagittarius Sun, with this last 18 months, the metamorphosis has been to understand your own vitality, which is your sun, right? Your soul. And that is what's going to guide you into the new year. All right, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Of course, you're having a first house transit. So this is the relationship with yourself, with who you think you are, your identity. You may be during this time. And there's something interesting about Venus. During your whole life, we're going to experience something unique, which is Venus is going to create 2022, man. Venus is going to create a whole new start point that we haven't seen in a long time. When it gets to that point, this is happening in 2022, you guys. So in 9 months, because we're having the Capricorn start point, and the next one technically should be, I believe, Scorpio, but it is going to, for the first time, switch signs. We are going to see the switch of a star point. And so in your whole life, Venus retrogrades only in the 5 same houses in your chart. Capricorn is one of them. So Capricorns, you were born during a time where every time that Venus has a retrograde in this specific sign, you feel it like over and over. It's like a theme that we revisit and we revisit and we revisit these 5 same houses for basically our whole lives, except this year we're going to experience a different house energy, which is going to be huge for the collective, because a Venus star point in the sign of Libra, where Venus rules that sign, is like holy, like that's harmony and balance for the world. I mean, holy moly. And we're also in our lifetimes going to experience the switch from the star point, I believe, from Aries to Pisces, which is another place where Venus, but that's going to happen like years from now, but we'll still be experiencing that in our own way. Okay, so Capricorn, this is really about your own identity, and you get the 53rd gene key, which is expansion. And I'll show it to you in 1 second. This is a beautiful card too. I love all of these cards. Expansion. You get the phoenix. There's a phoenix on her forehead. The shadow of immaturity. Oh my God. Isn't that a shadow though, Capricorn, right? Immaturity, the gift of expansion, and the city of superabundance. I love that. So here's your message. True growth expands beyond its comfort zone. It is continually transcending its last level. Boom. You are evolving. This is confirmation that you are evolving, Capricorn. True growth expands beyond its comfort zone. It is continually transcending its last level. And you know how to move beyond the comfort zone because you commit. So stay committed, or find a new thing to commit to and then start walking on that path. And you will for sure 100% evolve. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising is having a 12th house transit. So this is very ethereal. This is an ethereal experience for you. This is a spiritual experience for you. This is regarding your relationship with your soul, your relationship with yourself, your higher self, to be more accurate. And so what you need to trust is your guides. You need to trust your spirit guides, your angels, and your teachers. Look at this. You get the 7th gene key, which is guidance. And look at that. It's beautiful. It looks like grandmother energy, guidance. And just as I was saying, the real leader is the ultimate listener. And you are a leader, and you are leading us into the Aquarian age. But then you also understand that to be a true leader, we have to learn to listen. And that's listening to your guides, listening to people. The more you listen, the more you understand. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Last but not least, Taria says the messages feel deeply resonant, kind of like the Chandra symbols. Yeah, I can see this is going to be one of my favorite decks because it's also going to help me memorize the gene keys, because I memorize things, you know? A lot of people say, I don't even know how the hell you can hold all that information in your brain. A lot of people have said that to me. I'm like, I memorize it. Like, that's how my brain works. It memorizes things. And the more I see them over and over and over again, the easier it is for me to memorize them. So Pisces is having an 11th house transit. And the 11th house is the house of friendships. So you're going to see this transition happening in the realm of friendships and acquaintances and networks of people. But it's also about your own uniqueness. It's also about the little rebel that lives inside of you. There's a transition to release, to free the rebel within, you know, to be the individualist in a way, to be free from all constraints, and to, in that way of accepting your own individuality, your own rebel self, your own uniqueness, you help inspire others to also do the same. And that is that you have to trust in that process. You get the 11th gene key, idealism. Idealism, the shadow of obscurity, where everything feels like it's hidden, the gift of idealism, and the city of light, literally light. Here's your message, Pisces. Idealism represents the steady flow of archetypal memory into the world of form. Ooh, it's encrypted. Idealism represents the steady flow of archetypal memory into the realm of form. I would recommend looking into the 11th gene key, Pisces. If you haven't yet, if you don't have the book, get the book, because this is the divine gift of light. I know, right? It's me, the divine gift of light. And that is your gift to you. To remind yourself of the incredible power and potential of your receptive, abundant, feminine, magical, tribal, dreaming mind. That's what this is about. Wow. So that you give yourself permission to play with your right brain, with the realms of imagery, archetype, and imagination. Trust that everything in the end is a symbol. Whatever comes to you, do not judge, over-identify with it, or squeeze it into some preconceived shape. And don't judge yourself in any way for the unusual or optimistic contents of your imagination. I love that. Feel the light. Go from the darkness to the light. That is what this is about. What's your ideal life? What's your ideal self? Idealism represents the steady flow of archetypal memory into the realm of form. It's about being the magician, manifesting things into reality. Super freaking powerful messages tonight. Oh my God. Thank you all so much. I realize that this is the last Magic of Venus of the year. And next week we're going to be in 2022. So it's going to be a different energy. I can feel it. So it felt like these messages were like closing the year for us with this new show that has been going on. I don't know when I started. Anyways, it's so powerful to be in this moment, in this time, space, reality. I hope that you join us for the Akashic Healing Chamber on Friday. If you can't make it live, don't worry. There will be a replay that I'm going to upload to the member portal to join us for that. Make sure that you sign up for the Channel for Grace Starseed membership. Get on my email list. Download also my free moon astrology guide, which will tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. And then you'll be in tune with the messages and the happenings here on this channel. And I hope that you have a beautiful New Year's. I'm going to be back tomorrow to do mini readings. So come back and hang out tomorrow night, same time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And we'll dive deep into whoever wants to look at their chart or pull some more cards. So thank you all so much. I'm really excited. And I will see you again tomorrow. Sat Nam.